Hi everyone, Miss Sola here from Learn to Grow. I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's another beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Zone 8. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the garden to see what's growing and how everything's doing, as well as harvesting some more tomatoes and some cucumbers. This was my first time growing cucumbers and I think we did pretty well, although I did plant them a little late this year, but we got to harvest a few and there are still more on the vine. There's also finally some ear of corns on the corn stalk, so we'll take a quick walk and we'll show you what's growing. Looks like we still have a couple of strawberries growing. Here's some more green ones. Our leafy greens are doing quite well. We've got a row of bok choy here. I think there's some beets on the side, on the edge there. Got some collard greens in the middle of the garden bed here. And kale. These ornamental looking leaves. There's also some red Russian kale. The one right here with a kind of a purple stem, if you can see that. They're still pretty young, so I've been picking the small leaves and tossing them in salads. Now as the weather cools down, it actually enhances the leaves of the kale, making them sweeter, so they do well in cool climates. And they can actually tolerate freezing temperatures. I believe last year we were down to the teens, about 13 degrees, and the kale and collards made it through the winter. We have a big slug problem. As you can see, all those leaves are getting eaten. I've been coming here early in the morning picking off the baby slugs, but you know, at night that's when they come out, and so I just haven't been able to come out here and pick them up. But anyways, at least they're growing. They're doing pretty well. This one here is my potato volunteer, and I wanted to show you, I peeked in there yesterday. There are some potatoes. Oh, I gotta be careful here. There are some Yukon Gold potatoes here. So, oh, there's a baby one right there too. So it looks like we'll be getting some more potatoes from this bed in a couple of weeks. There's also a red potato plant here as well. You can see the little baby one right there. I better bury it back up. Some chives here. It's blooming again. So plenty of chives. You can use on salads, potatoes, eggs. You can even mix it in with your butter. Another bed of leafy greens and parsnips. A friend of mine sent me some seeds. I've never grown them before, so I think they're doing quite well. Look how big these plants are. So I think I'll be able to harvest some parsnips before winter. More baby bok choy. Same issue here. We got the slug problem. Oh my goodness. I need to do something about that. Lots of lettuce here. You know, I just threw some seeds in here. There's a combination of, I think, Rocky Top romaine. Oh gosh, I don't even remember the name for this one here, but these are mild lettuce. The kids love them. We add them on everything, tacos, salads. They seem to be doing really well. This bed is just full of potato vines. These are the German butterball potatoes. So the leaves are still lush and green. They haven't died back yet. So I'm hoping in about a month. I think the maturity of this plant's about 120 days. It's been about, I think, 100 days. So hopefully in about 3 to 4 weeks, we'll be able to harvest some potatoes. There's a little one there, little baby one. I'm excited to try these potatoes. From what I've read about them, they have a great flavor, kind of buttery. So they are the indeterminate type of potatoes, so you'd have to hill them as the plants grow because they put out their tubers right in the bottom of their stems. The foliage looks great, lush and green, which is a great sign that they will produce tubers or plenty of potatoes. I grew some more scarlet runner beans here. We got some pods that I need to harvest. There it is. Look how beautiful that is. Lavender, black streaked beans. Now when these beans mature, you need to cook them thoroughly. Kind of like how you cook kidney beans, because it contains high amounts of lectin, which could be toxic if you eat these raw. You only eat the pods raw when they're very young, about 3 to 5 inches long. We're heading towards the back of the garden. The poor sunflowers are toppling over. 5 of them toppled over from the rain a few days ago. So I just cut them up and put them in a vase. Oh, there's the chickens. I gotta watch them closely, but at least there's really nothing left on the tomato vines. They usually go for the tomatoes. More potatoes here. I believe these are the fingerling potatoes, so lots of leaves again. And our corn stalks are doing much better than last year. They're a lot taller, they seem healthier. planted some glass gem corn and some ambrosia corn. Now I've read that you're not really supposed to plant different varieties of corn near each other, but it was my third attempt. I had a couple of other areas where I sowed the corn seeds and the squirrels kept digging them up, and so I just kind of threw some corn in here, and I'm just so glad that they're doing well. Show you our cucumbers. Oh, there's some peas in here too. I forgot about that. I planted some dwarf peas. Cucumber leaves are getting the powdery mildew. This is a great size here. I think from the seed packet it read that they are ready to pick when they're about up to 8 inches long. I'm trying to just pull it off. Oh, there we go. It was kind of spiky. There's more in the bottom there. Another one. Oh, it looks like we did okay. Even though I planted them kind of late. Yeah, there's a few of them. They're just kind of hiding in there. Look at all those ripe tomatoes. These are my favorite. They're so sweet. And they're fairly easy to grow if you're in a cooler climate. They mature within 60 days. Also a very prolific variety. This is some kind of a beefsteak tomato. It's yellow and pinkish on the inside. It's beautiful. These are the black cram. There's only a couple of small ones left. Some of them are beginning to rot. These ones here are the Seattle heirloom. These are the orange ones. They're great for slicing. And I think these are Cherokee purple. I'm not sure. I did not put the plant markers. We'll have tons of Galapagos Island tomatoes. These are the small cherry tomatoes. See how tiny they are? They're falling off. Sweet and tart at the same time. These are fun to grow. They are very prolific, and the kids love picking them, as well as the chickens. So a few more Super 100s. These are also one of my favorites. Very sweet. That's a nice one. Nice and ripe. A little bit of black cherry tomatoes left. This plant is really dying down. The branches are turning brown. Still have quite a bit of the morning sun tomatoes here. Has a very mild flavor, great in salads or just by itself. Looks like we have some more Black Beauty eggplants. I was able to harvest only one, and now it's fall, so the temperatures are dropping, and I don't know how much longer they'll produce. I think this is what I'm gonna get, and they're probably not gonna get that big. There's one of the Taiwanese eggplants, so I've only gotten one so far. Generally, eggplants need a warmer climate. I think they'll do better in a greenhouse here in the Pacific Northwest. These little shrubs here are the Phileas blue peppers. So you can see, aren't they beautiful? They're pretty small peppers. Now when they're purple, they're pretty hot. They eventually turn red and they become mild. That's when the seeds are ready to be harvested if you want to save seeds for next season. I plan on overwintering this. See the purple veins on the leaves? This will make a wonderful house plant and very ornamental too. I finally have some jalapenos. I didn't know how they would do. I planted them really late as well. And on that one there is a green pepper. So the other ones down the road there didn't do that well at all. But anyways, I'm just glad I got a few jalapeno peppers. Our harvest today. Nice sized cucumbers here. I'm so happy about that. And there's still some baby ones on the vine that we'll be harvesting later. Some more tomatoes. Lots of cherry tomatoes. I picked the green ones. They'll ripen much faster indoors since it's getting pretty cold here anyway. A couple handfuls of Phileas blue pepper. Oh, there's a tomato in there. These are pretty hot. I just ate a couple. I'm thinking about making pepper jelly. Callie came as a recipe. She recently uploaded a tutorial on pepper jelly, so I might try it. Especially with this color, it'll be beautiful and delicious. And our scarlet runner bean seeds and pods. And a couple of the potatoes that I accidentally dug up, so I went ahead and harvested those. Great harvest today. Let me know how your garden's doing and what are you harvesting this fall. I'll be planting some garlic soon. We'll be prepping the bed. So we have some work to do. I'll be getting some work out again. Thank you so much for tuning in and also for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate it so much. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and happy gardening.